Obey your parents. If they command you to abandon your worldly possessions, then leave it for their sake. This is the essence, that you should obey your parents. This is why we brought this hadith here. And this sentence is correct. There is a hadith where the Prophet says to a companion, you and your wealth belong to your father. You know this hadith? Yes? Every father knows this hadith by heart. The children, no, is it sahih? Is it authentic? I've heard it, but I'm not sure. It is authentic. Yet the understanding of it differs. I know a brother whose son is a multi-millionaire. And he keeps on asking his son to give him a trip around the world, to buy him a new villa, to buy a new furniture, new TVs, and buy cars. And the son comes to me and complains. And the justification of that father is that my son and his wealth, as the Prophet ﷺ, belongs to me. His understanding is wrong. Why? Because the consensus of all scholars, if the son dies, who or what does the father inherit? If the understanding is as the father understands it, the father should inherit everything, and nothing goes to the wife, nothing goes to the son, nothing goes to the daughter, nothing goes to the mother. But this is not the case. If he has a son, the father gets only 1/6, and his grandson gets the rest. You know the inheritance thing. This is not the time, but the concept is, if you understand the relationship, then you go back to understanding you and your wealth belong to your father. What does it mean then? It means that you should not deprive, you should not prevent your father from what he needs. You must give to your father what he needs if you have access. So a multimillionaire like myself. Why are they laughing? Okay. Manish, I forgive you. A multimillionaire like myself. My father comes and says, I want 100,000 ringgits to change the furniture of the house. So, okay. I look into my father's wealth and I find that my father has in his bank account 100 million. Excuse me, why do you want to take from me? If I have access and it would not affect me, it is a must for me to give him. Because even if they ask you to come out of your worldly possessions, do it. But there are restrictions. If I am a 9-to-5 worker, an employee, I have my salary, I have my wife, my children, my flat I live in, and I want to improve my life. I don't have my own property. And he wants to take a portion of what I possess that would affect my wife's livelihood or my children's livelihood. In this case, I do not give him, except what he needs. If he's stone broke, I have to provide from him food, shelter. But if he has money and he asks me of something that harms me, I am not entitled to give him. It's not my obligation. I give you another example. I'm rich. I have money. And he has money, but not that rich. And he says, I need 10,000 ringgits. I said, with all pleasure, my father. Why do you need it for? He said, I want to give your brother the money so that he could go for vacation. No. Now you're not being fair to me. You want to use my money for my sibling? No. For you, I give you whatever you wish for your livelihood. But when you come and cross the line to take my money for my siblings, Islam tells you you're not to your obligation. Of course, if you have a lot of money like me, it's okay. It's best to give it to him, and Allah would quadruple it for you up to 700 times. Allah will return it to you. You did not work hard for the money, did you? Allah gave it to you. There are so many people who work 10 times more than you and cannot get 1/10 of what you have. So the provider is Allah Azza wa Jal. So don't hold back. Whenever Allah tells you give, and then Allah would substitute you for that.